Yesterday was a Friday, a holy day for the Muslims all over the world. In the city of Makkah, Saudi Arabia, the holiest place for the Islamic religion, an important defense event took place. The leaders of Saudi Arabia, Turkey and Pakistan came together to sign a joint defense agreement, the Makkah Agreement for Joint Defense by the three countries. How important is it? Or to begin with, what is there in it? How important is it? What are the three countries expecting? Why did they enter into it? How real is it, or is it confined to only paper? Is it Islamic NATO? Why the reference to NATO? What are the implications for India, South Asia? How was the relation between India and Saudi Arabia today? How was the relation between India and Turkey today? And why is Saudi Arabia so anxious about its national security of late? It's been entering into so many agreements. All this we will see with a no-nonsense UPSC perspective. Now, so yesterday in Makkah, the agreement was signed. What does it say? It's very simple. All the three countries are saying, we are coming together, we are agreeing on this pact, and if any one of us is attacked, we will consider it an attack on all three of us. All three of us will, in a combined way, come to the rescue of the country that is attacked. This is the operational part of it. And the build-up to all this is, we will cooperate in intelligence sharing, we will cooperate in co-production of defense equipment, we will also cooperate in various army drills, naval drills, etc., etc., whatever goes along with such defense pacts. This is the substance of the agreement. Now, you know, all the commentaries you have watched and listened to, BBC, CNN, and so on and so forth, all of them are saying Saudi Arabia is a financial powerhouse, one of the largest exporters of oil, gas, and what have you. And Turkey is a member of NATO and the second largest armed personnel within NATO, and it is a major technological modernizer in the defense field. It makes the state-of-art drones and so on. And Pakistan, the only Islamic country with a nuclear weapon. But that is irrelevant, but that is a fact of life, that they have the nuclear weapons. Will they ever be able to use it? Are they usable at all? That's another matter, but the fact remains, of the three, what Pakistan brings to the table is the nuclear weapon, and also they have a professional army. They have been helping Saudi Arabia train their armed personnel and also the security of the holy sites and so on and so forth. This is what the three countries bring to the joint defense. Now, what are they expecting from the deal? Why have they got into the deal? Let's track Saudi, let's track Turkey and Pakistan one after one after one. Saudi Arabia is, yes, the most powerful Islamic country, being a large economy and so on and so forth. Now you see, America is deciding to leave the region. They not only burnt their fingers, America burnt its whole body, having come here in February to launch the war on Iran along with Israel. Now they have to go back. November congressional elections are due, and that matters more than anything else for the leadership of America. Therefore, they have to go. They have to go, if not today, tomorrow. That will create a vacuum. Somebody has to fill it. So they are building a regional pact to fill the vacuum created by the likely exit of America from the region. That is point number one. Even if America were to be there, America is not being trusted because they begged America not to come and wage a war on Iran, but America did not listen to them at all, and America came. So America's trustworthiness has dramatically fallen. 3. American bases in the Gulf countries are a liability. They are the ones used by America to launch Iran, and Iran will never forget that. And before the memory becomes perpetual, they want America to pack up and go so that they can take over the securities of their countries. That is the 3rd reason. 4th reason is Saudi Arabia they have a plan to Vision 2030. They would like to grow into huge economy, diversifying from fossil fuels. They are also into sports and artificial intelligence and so on and so forth. They would like the investments to be safe. For that, they have to have enough muscle to defend themselves, and they would like to rely on the local, regional countries. Still another reason is Israel attacked Qatar, though later apologized, which is a very superficial apology. The hit was real, apology was cosmetic. Saudi Arabia believes it may not be spared. It's not ready to sign the Abraham Accord like UAE. After the October 2023 Hamas massacre of Jews in Israel and all the genocide that is taking place, after that, Saudi Arabia is not ready to sign the Abraham Accord and normalize relation with Israel. And therefore, Saudis want some guarantee from some nuclear weapon country and some formidable defense country, Pakistan and Turkey, respectively. How really? That's a separate matter. And also, Saudi Arabia would like to show itself to be a champion of the Islamic cause. Just like Turkey, just like Pakistan, all of them would love to be seen by the world that they are the defenders of Islamic faith and Islamic state. These are the reasons why Saudis are in it. What about Turkey? Turkey is playing to the domestic gallery. They would like to mobilize the domestic population in support of Islam. Point number 1. Point number 2, Turkey's attention has come off Europe. Now it is on Middle East. Point number 2. Point number 3, Turkey and Israel are not getting along. This is very important. And Turkey believes Israel could hit them, and it wants an insurance against such a eventuality, and that could be one of the motivations for Turkey. 4 is, yes, Turkey would like to emerge as a defense exporter on a massive scale, like it is supplying already to Pakistan and other countries. So these are the motivations of Turkey. What about Pakistan? Pakistan would like to be seen as the net security provider in the region. Point number 1. Pakistan would like some cash from Saudi Arabia. Whether it will come or not, we don't know, but that is what they are intending. Point number 2. And Pakistan would love to be seen as a challenger to Israel. Though, when it hits the battlefield, Pakistan may be reduced to rubble. That's another matter. But for the gallery, it would like to be seen as the defender of the Islamic world with a nuclear weapon. Remember, when Pakistan made the weapon, it was called the Islamic bomb. These are the 3 expectations, motivations of the 3 countries. Now, what is the foreign reaction to it? Israel is absolutely silent till now. That is till Saturday. Till Saturday, they are silent. I haven't seen the editorials of the Israeli magazines. I have to see them this evening. What about Iran? Iran dismisses it as a paper agreement because Iran is determined to ensure its national security against all countries, big or small. You have seen the USA, $38 trillion economy, spends trillions on defense and has got the deadliest of weapons with maximum precision, and they have not been able to do anything to Iran except kill a few and destroy a little bit. That's all they could do. So where is Saudi Arabia? Where is Turkey? Where is Pakistan, if at all, if it gets into the battlefield? Where are they? They are nowhere. Therefore, Iran says, unless Saudi Arabia gears up for a new defense policy, new security policy, which is inclusive of all Islamic countries and more countries, it cannot get away, and this pact is of no use for Saudi security in substantive terms. The Indian MEA spokesperson says that we are closely monitoring the developments which are tied to the trilateral pact. We are talking about the Makkah Agreement. These are the reactions, and nobody else has reacted as of now, which is Saturday evening. Now, after having seen the reactions, we have to see one more thing. How real is it? Why is it being called Islamic NATO? Islamic, yes, Islamic. All three are Sunni countries. Who are they targeting? Nobody knows. They are saying we are not targeting anyone. It is a defense agreement. But implication is, yes, you may be targeting Iran. But can you really target Iran? Imagine Saudi Arabia and Pakistan got into a mutual defense agreement September 2025. Since then, Iran has been hitting Saudi Arabia. Houthis are hitting Saudi Arabia. Iran proxy in Iraq is hitting Saudi Arabia. But Pakistan could not go to the help of Saudi Arabia at all. If you could not do it till now, here on also, how could you do? For Turkey to come to the rescue of Saudi Arabia, you can rule it out except on paper. So yes, it is Islamic NATO, but then one doesn't see Israel. Israel is the most powerful military country there. It is the younger brother of America. So hitting Israel, that is a hallucination. So neither Israel nor Iran, who are you against? They are saying they are against nobody. So it is actually against nobody. It's essentially a headline event for a few bucks for Pakistan and for a few exports of Turkey and for essentially what you call playing to the domestic gallery. That's what it's all about. Why NATO? You know, NATO is a 32 member. 1949 it was set up. It's been expanding ever since. Most recently Finland and Sweden joined it. And NATO Article 5 says that an attack on any one of them is considered an attack on all of them. All of them will come to the defense of that country that is attacked. That is Article 5. Article 4 is consultation before action. So yes, you've got in this deal, in this Makkah agreement, you've got a clause which says that an attack on one is considered an attack on all. So to that extent, it is comparable to NATO, but we don't know what is there in the agreement. We just know a statement. All the three countries, the statement that they gave is all that we have, and that's too broad for us to know anything about it. So even the Article 5 of NATO says that there will have to be a consensus before the joint defense clause is kicked into action, and all countries like America, they have a veto. So to compare this to NATO is sheer sensationalism. There is no muscle here, there is no flesh here, there is no blood here, there is only paper here when it comes to its relationship to NATO. What about Islamic? It's hardly Islamic because three of them are Sunni countries. Afghanistan is a Shia country and Iran is a Shia country, and Pakistan, when it is hit by Afghanistan from that side, will all the other two countries come to rescue Pakistan? No, not at all. Pakistan is also an Islamic country. Iran is also an Islamic country. Houthis are Islamic. They are Muslims. So to call it Islamic is a mockery of the word Islamic. Neither NATO nor Islamic. What about India? For India, the possibilities are two. You see, we have excellent relations with Saudi Arabia. Our trade with them is about $40 billion plus. Saudi investments in India, Indian investments in Saudi Arabia. We have 2.5 million Indians in Saudi Arabia. Their economy runs on us. So whether it is our 2.5 million, their remittances here, Saudi investment here, our investment there, our trade of $40 billion plus, all this, and Saudi Arabia and us, we also do naval drills. We also do naval drills periodically. All these matters, if Pakistan believes that tomorrow it gets into another misadventure of dirty cross-border terrorism being organized by them, if they think India hits back, then Saudi Arabia will come to the rescue of Pakistan. Pakistan is hallucinating. Neither Pakistan rescued Saudi Arabia against Iran and Houthis, nor will Saudi Arabia rescue Pakistan against India if Pakistan is up to another misadventure. What about Turkey? We have very good relations with Turkey, though not officially. We have $7.5 billion worth of trade. There is Indian investment in Turkey and vice versa. Lakhs of Indians go to Turkey as tourists, and that fetches them a lot of income. And for Turkey to attack us and we counter-attack, and that brings the whole NATO into action, the cost of it, the sentiment of it, the damage of it, all this is essentially a hallucination. Therefore, what can happen vis-a-vis India? Vis-a-vis India, two possibilities are there. Pakistan can feel emboldened that is in great company and it can get away with whatever it does. That is ruled out for the reasons I have just now quoted. Will this have a sobering impact on Pakistan? Will the two other countries counsel Pakistan a bit of sanity in its approach to relation with India, not to ever organize a cross-border terror event, because when India hits back, they will be paralyzed, they can't rescue Pakistan, etc. So my expectation from this pact as far as cross-border terrorism being organized by Pakistan is that Pakistan will be a little more sane, a little more responsible, because it's not acting alone. It is in the company of two other countries, and it is being seen in the world as someone who brokers peace, argues for peace. To that extent, greater responsibility is thrust on Pakistan by virtue of this Makkah Agreement and also the earlier events. That's about the Makkah Agreement and all the aspects related to it. Let's track slide by slide, picture by picture. So these are the terms: collective defense. They would like to deter. So we three countries are together. You know, we got so much of power, and if you hit one of us, we'll take it as a hit on all of us. So we want to deter you. We don't want a war. We are here to prevent a war. And if we can't prevent, surely we can counteract. So it is defense, it is deterrence. And also I would like you to notice one word here which is escaping the attention of so many people, so many commentators, that is prosperity. You know, it's okay. Why are we fighting? We are fighting because we want a peaceful world, so-called. So we would like a prosperous world. We would like to have investment and trade and growth and welfare. So we have to do all this. So I like the word prosperity in that statement. Prosperity comes when there is peace. So this agreement hopefully is all about peace and development. Next would be, what does each one of them want from here? We have tackled Saudi Arabia, we have tackled Turkey, and we have also seen Pakistan. Pakistan also we have seen. And Islamic NATO, we demolished the idea that it is Islamic. We also demolished the idea that it is NATO because, you know, all the multinational forces, joint military planning, Brussels headquarters, consultation here. None of this, maybe this is in its infancy, in the cradle, maybe it will grow up, we don't know. But Saudi Arabia is very fond of declaring such agreements. It has been declaring one after one after one. Remember, last year, September, Pakistan, Saudi Arabia. Mutual defense, nothing came out of it. Since then, Saudi Arabia has been under pressure. What is Pakistan doing? Getting entertained. So that did not work. And Saudi Arabia also organized a 14-nation maritime alliance last month. Is that working? Where is it working? Red Sea under pressure. Persian Gulf is under pressure. That's not working either. It got into a civil nuclear cooperation agreement last month with America, but Trump said it will be operational only if Saudi Arabia signs the Abraham Accord, which is ruled out in the current conditions, which are going to last for a long period of time. So that 1, 2, 3 agreement, remember we signed it in 2008 and it is working well. But Saudi Arabia signed it last month, 1, 2, 3 agreement. That is likely not to take off. So the fate of all the agreements that Saudi Arabia is signing They're going nowhere. So one more agreement that is most likely to go nowhere, to compare it to NATO, is Shia sensationalism. Shia overreading, magnifying the importance. Where there is 0, you are unnecessarily adding a 1 this side. And then how does the Iran reaction, how is it? Paper, we have discussed it. India, we are monitoring. Israel, there is silence. Implications for India, we talked about it. Saudi Arabia defense architecture, this and this, none of them is working. This is also unlikely to work because it is essentially to appeal to the Islamic audience on a Friday in Makkah. 3 Islamic countries gathered together and essentially time pass. There is no material significance to this, much less military. India-Saudi Arabia relations, I told you, are $42 billion worth of trade is there, and India's import of crude and LPG. And then we've got regular joint naval exercises we've got, joint army exercises we've got. So the relation is a booming relation, likely to last forever. And therefore, to say that Saudi Arabia will come to the rescue of Pakistan is, yes, in today's language, hallucination. India-Turkey, once again, we have discussed the fact $7.5 billion worth of trade is there. A lot of Indians go there. How many? 3 lakh people have gone there last year, the year before. And then we have, yes, Turkey plays to the gallery for Islamic interest because the man, Erdogan, has to win elections at home. But when it comes to trade and investment and concrete takeaways, we are in a working relation with Turkey. Yeah. So that's where we are about the Makkah Agreement, which is a non-agreement actually, except on paper.